It's incredible to see GoPro cameras do things professional cameras can't do or have never thought of doing, and be able to drive innovation. I'm David Newman. I'm a technical fellow for GoPro. HERO6 and Fusion both represent a massive leap forward for GoPro. We've innovated beyond just being able to have best-in-class images. These cameras offer capabilities that I would never have expected 5 years ago. So if you go out surfing, you start your camera recording through sensors, vision, acceleration, location. We're sampling the activity the camera is experiencing at a very high frequency. Look, it's commonplace for your stills photos to store GPS location. But with HERO6, we record the location of GPS at 18 times a second. So we actually can use machine learning to know when you're on the wave, when the camera is shaken, or when you have a zero-G moment. And then we can store that metadata all within the GP1 processor. With the GP1 processor, we actually got to define the algorithms that affect your image in terms of how video is collected. It sounds geeky, but it's really important for telling stories. Quick Stories is based on this metadata that we collect during capture. So you don't need to go and hunt through your footage to find the best moments. We can actually find them for you. GoPro makes capture and telling stories way, way easier than any other camera in history. Face detection in GP1 basically segments the image into smaller and smaller textures. It looks for the ratio of our eyes to our nose to our mouth. And it turns out that's a very unique signature in images. It's able to do this like 15 times a second at a very high frame rate and many, many faces per frame.
It's super precise and we can push this even further. For instance, before it was difficult to understand that there is a dog in video. Now we can understand the breed of the dog. It's insane. I'm Vincent Garcia and I'm software engineer in Paris for GoPro. GoPro is investing a lot in artificial intelligence. We use what's called neural networks to understand what's in a video. It's a very, very recent tech. We use it to detect what kind of scenes we have. If it's a beach, if it's the mountains, if you are on the snow, if you are underwater, we can detect this kind of thing. So we can select the best music for your edit based on this information. The thing I like in GoPro is that we have this latitude to explore this new tech. We have the liberty to try new things.
Fusion is our first step into 360 capture. Fusion is bleeding edge technology, but we make it so simple to deal with 360 content. You don't need to have a VR headset. You can actually use it as a regular camera. In the Fusion camera, we're storing the camera's motion through space at 3200 hertz. So 3200 hertz of gyroscope data is recorded and stored along with your video so that we can stabilize to sub-frame accuracy. It is correcting the camera's orientation physically multiple times per second, in fact, multiple times per frame. In layman's terms, it comes out awesome. Nothing like Fusion exists, but GoPro's not going to stop there. We're excited by all the possibilities. We are inventing new ways to tell stories. GoPro's had a history of doing that. You never saw the kinds of perspectives that GoPro enabled until GoPro existed. We haven't stopped inventing new ways of telling stories.